Hi everyone, I'm Chuck the Movie Guy, and you just stumbled across a live review of Ocean's 8. Of course, I can't do this myself. Got to bring in somebody from another country. It's Bonnie, box office Bonnie. Bonnie, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you guys? How are you doing, Chuck?
I'm doing pretty good, Bonnie, and I got a super surprise for you. The
Okay.
nicest guy in show business, Greg Russell from Greg Russell Detroit. It's the movie show plus his own legend, the man, the mystery. Greg Russell, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, doing great. Glad to be here as always. Hi, Bonnie. How you doing?
I'm good. Hey, Greg. Nice to see you.
All
Good to
right,
see you
guys,
too.
stop the chit chat. We've got to talk about the new Sandra Bullock movie. You
We
can
do.
talk amongst yourselves later, but I've got
All
some
right.
exciting things here. I
Okay.
was going over all the comments on my YouTube channel. And I'm just reading through there. You're an idiot. You shut up. Stop talking. You
The
can't.
usual.
The usual stuff.
Yeah.
And everybody
Right.
kept saying, "Shut up. Keep it short. Keep it sweet." So I came up with an idea. We have a timer. So once I throw it to you, there's going to be a 30-second timer. And if
Okay.
you're not done talking in 30 seconds, we're moving on
Right.
to another topic. How's that sound, guys?
Okay.
I like it.
Okay, yeah, let's give it a try.
All right, so the movie is Ocean's 8. It stars Sandra Bullock. Bonnie, why don't you tell us what it's about?
Okay, so you'd think that an all-female version of a Soderbergh film, it's got Sandra Bullock as Debbie Ocean. She plays Danny Ocean's sister. Danny Ocean, of course, was played by George Clooney, who is presumably dead. We don't know that 100%, but you never know. But she gets out of jail and she decides that she had been there for a few years. Somebody had scorned her, did something bad to her. So she comes back and puts together this great team of amazing women, and they are going to pull off the biggest heist in history. It's pretty cool.
All right, Bonnie, nice job. Greg, how did everybody do? How did all these amazing actors do?
They did fine. I mean, like you said, I was pleasantly surprised when I got to see the movie the other night. Nice little story, kind of a nice little fun twist coming up there at the end. Sandra Bullock does well. Kate Blanchett looked completely different. I didn't even recognize her in the beginning when she came on camera. Anne Hathaway is magnificent playing this arrogant movie star, as well as all the other members of the cast. So, I mean, it's a fun movie, nice little fun ride. Probably will do very well this weekend at the box office because people are probably a little bit tired of superheroes or outer space.
Bonnie,
Whoa.
was there anybody in this cast that, I don't know, didn't work?
You know what? To be honest, I really like the blend of all these women. They worked out pretty well. I am not a huge Rihanna fan, and I have to tell you, I was very, very impressed with Rihanna. I thought she did a great job. The only thing that really pissed me off was Kate Blanchett's bangs. She needed a haircut. How on earth did she see through those bangs? I don't understand. But Greg, I totally agree with you. Anne Hathaway almost steals the film. Sandra Bullock, to me, felt like she was phoning it in. I don't know. She wasn't as great as she always is, but nice chemistry between all the women.
Okay, Bonnie, here's my thing. I didn't like Rihanna. I didn't think she worked in this at all. I thought,
Okay.
oh, she just, I don't know, just like what was the last movie she was in? I can't even remember. It was the alien
I don't
movie, a Battleship. Was
Right.
that what it was?
Right,
Battleship.
right.
Yeah, I didn't think she worked well in there. Greg, what do you think about the plot here? This movie was what, 1 hour and 50 minutes? How did it move
Right.
along? What are your thoughts there?
It kind of moved along, at a nice pace. I mean, all movies could definitely be cut a little bit shorter than what they are. But this one, no, it went along fine. You were interested in trying to figure out, okay, what's going to happen here at the end. And the best part is, you're thinking it's going to go one way, but it winds up going another way. So that made it, kind of cool. So that made it fun to watch.
I think this timer is making everybody talk really fast. I gotta
okay.
work on that.
Okay.
All right, guys. How many cameos were in this movie? 100? So many people were playing themselves in this movie. Did you find it, Bonnie? Did you find it distracting? Did you think it worked?
No, I didn't find it distracting. You know what? There were some, but they really worked. I mean, this is all set around in New York at the Met Gala ball. So there are people that absolutely had to be there. There's, I don't really want to give anything away, obviously, but there's one person, if she hadn't been there, this would never have worked. And then there's people at the ball, like people who are sitting with them at the table, designers and some actors. I don't want to tell you who, but I was like, oh, there's so-and-so. It was fun to peg them all off. I really enjoyed doing that. And I don't think it was overkill. I think it worked perfectly for this type of film and what they were trying to do.
All right. I love seeing Dakota Fanning. I don't want to, give away any spoilers. I mean, Dakota's not playing herself, but it was just so great to see her in that little tiny role. Overall, though, I think it's time we can actually review the movie. I'm going to start with you, Bonnie. Tell me, what did you actually think of this movie?
Okay, you know what? I thought it was, I went in with very low expectations. I wasn't expecting much. So I ended up liking it more than I thought I was going to like it. I did like the heist element. I really thought it was very cleverly done. Who would think of what they ended up doing? A lot of things I was like, who would think of that? I mean, if that could really happen in real life, that would be pretty cool heist to pull off. So I like that. I just thought it kind of dragged on a little too much. And, like I said, Sandra Bullock just wasn't up to par for me. And that kind of upset me a little bit. I don't know why. Helena Bonham Carter is always, you know what you're going to get. She puts a great Irish accent on in this film. Mm-hmm. So I really enjoyed that.
Greg?
I'm kind of like with you, Bonnie. I mean, nice little fun ride. Like we said, of course, there are lulls, like in any movie. And I do agree with you, especially on Sandra's part. She just didn't seem to have that same oomph as usual. I don't know if that's what the character is supposed to be about, or if it's like, okay, hey, I'm just going to make it through here. People are going to go see this. But like we said, it'll be a, nice little fun kind of like date movie for this weekend, especially, like we said, for folks who have all been overrun by superheroes and being out in space. So this will put them back on Earth, and just a fun little time.
All right. Well, here's my thoughts on this. At the movie was over, I was immediately asked what I thought of the movie, and I said, that was fun. And then on the drive home, I started dissecting the movie, and it started falling apart really fast. I was like, I found it really unbelievable. I'm like, well, this could never happen in a million years. It's supposed to be, which we didn't even talk about, the all-women cast. Did we really need to do this after the Ghostbusters? I mean, in this time in cinema, is this important? And then, I don't want giving away anything, they kind of don't have an all-women cast, as we find out at the very end of this movie. And I was just watching, I was like, storyline was a little weak, and the more I thought about it, the less I liked it. So, Bonnie, if you had to give this a letter grade, what are you going to give it?
I'm going to give it a B-, actually.
B- from Bonnie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. What about you, Greg?
I'll give it then a C+. If she does a B-, I normally didn't get B-.
Ooh, C+. Not bad. A little bit bad. Bonnie liked it a little bit more for you. Well, here's the bad news. No, you know something?
Drum roll, please.
C-. I was going to give it worse. It just... It could have been so much better. I don't know what could have made it better. Maybe shave it by about 20 minutes.
For sure.
Yeah, and then it's like that big cameo you just knew was coming, never came.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about, but we're not going to talk about it, because what's it say at the bottom of the screen, Greg?
No spoilers. So
no spoilers.
No spoilers.
Do you think people are going to have a good time? Who is this movie aimed at? Greg?
I'd be willing to say, definitely more women than men, but women go out. It's not a girls type movie to me. I mean, like Bad Moms, where it would be a bunch of ladies going together. This is more of a date movie. Yeah.
Date. Bonnie, do you think that women are going to go see this because it's a women cast, or is this aimed at the family, or just fans of the original Ocean series?
You're probably curious fans of the Ocean series, but I think it is more of a woman-driven film. I don't think men are going to run out to go say, hey, I want to see, Helena Bonham Carter. Like, that's not going to happen. Yeah. But I do have to say that I think that this movie will appeal to hairdressers, because they're all going to want to cut Cate Blanchett's bangs.
All right, guys. Thanks as always. Greg, you are on the Movie Show Puss. Give yourself a plug.
There you go. You can check out Movie Show Plus, our syndicated show here in Detroit on Channel 38. Plus, I'm on the NBC station here every Friday morning on a show called Live in the D. Plus, we have the Greg Russell Movie Show podcast, which you can also check out. And various other things we're working on.
Yeah,
Wanna get
and
you
Bonnie,
online,
you
too,
are
Chuck.
all over the web, Bonnie. Tell
Yeah.
us your web ID.
My web ID. Well, I have smartentertainmentgroup.com where I put up all my interviews. I have my YouTube channel at YouTube/Moviegals with a Z. And then I'm also on SiriusXM every Thursday at 4 p.m. where I talk about movies at SiriusXM channel 167 every Thursday at 4 p.m.
And of course, I'm Chuck the Movie Guy at themovieguy.com. You can find me there or on the wall of your post office, but just ignore that photo. It's an old photo. It's a misunderstanding. Thanks, everybody. I hope to see you again next week. What do we have coming up, Bonnie? You told me something's coming up. I don't even know.
We have The Incredibles 2 next week, and I will have my interview with Brad Bird. He is the writer and director of Incredibles 2.
Okay, and real quick, something just popped in my mind. I want to get your opinion. Tell me you guys saw the Star is Born trailer.
Oh my God, yeah.
Have you ever been more excited for a movie?
I wanted to hate it, but I really am excited about it. And I think Lady Gaga is going to completely save this. I think it's going to be like Oscar nomination for her. Already I can see from the trailer. I cannot wait.
Yeah, me too. All right, guys, thanks a lot.
Only person to do it. All right, thanks, Chuck.
Hey, see ya.